All right, and we're back here on PALS TV. We probably should play the Rocky soundtrack for this next segment. Last week we had a battle between Chef B and Chef Phil. It was a lot of fun. They had a great time having a cook-off in the kitchen, and we loved watching them during their cook-off. So we asked them to bring it back. So we're going to have round 2 today and head over to Columbus and join Chef Phil and Chef B. Have fun.
Bonjour, everybody.
What's up? Actually, not to disappoint anyone, but today, Chef Phil and I, we talked it out and we went in the ring, you know, we boxed it out and we decided that we're going to be friends. I won, obviously. But today we're going to more so help you guys take everything that you have in your kitchen that you think is just, you know, normal stuff like potatoes, packets of ramen, maybe you have a carrot, and we're going to show you how to make not only a fancier but nutritiously delicious meal out of just the simple things you have in your fridge. There will still be fun, slight commentary because that's who Phil and I are as natural human beings. We can't shut that off, but there's no fighting today.
No fighting. The competition is over. Now it's the Wonder Twin Powers team up. Form of an ice toque.
Yeah, what he said.
You don't remember the Wonder Twins, do you?
No.
So like Bianca said, we're going to make it cheap, we're going to make it good, and we're going to make it seem fancy. You don't need to be fancy to do fancy.
Cheap, good, seem fancy, and fun.
Yeah.
That's who we are. That rounds us out.
Definitely cheap and good. When you think about all the fancy food, like the really fancy French cuisine, that is all really poor people stuff, and they just grabbed whatever they had. And then we decided that was great. We haven't really moved there in American cuisine yet because all of our really bad stuff was Depression era food, and we're just still eating that. We haven't made it fancy yet.
Like potatoes.
Potatoes. You can't beat potatoes. There's so many fancy things you can do with potatoes. You can make potato roses. I can't, but people can. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So about the least expensive thing I can think of possibly making would be ramen. And ramen can get really fancy, but it's simple to make. It's really cheap, and you can make it really healthy. So let's go ahead and start. Oh yeah.
Anchovy paste.
That's the key. Let's grab sauce.
What do you need, Chef Phil?
Just grab here a saucepan and fill it up with some water, and we'll start this ramen till it's boiling and getting all noodly.
Cool. Raise your hand if you've ever had this packet of ramen before. I'm sure all of you. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. So we are going to make that step by step, and then we are going to add ingredients that you maybe didn't think about adding. I just touched this anchovy paste, and now my hands smell like anchovies. Thanks, Bill. Why is it oozing?
It's not oozing.
It is.
It's not oozing.
You just touched anchovy.
People have been throwing jars of jelly on my anchovy paste. This is a foil container.
I need to wash my anchovy hands.
Anchovy paste smells a little anchovy. It does not taste that way, unless you squirt it directly into your mouth. What it does is give a whole lot of flavor and bring out a bunch of other stuff. I also am going to wash my hands. They're all fishy.
Where can you find anchovy paste?
You can find anchovy paste at any supermarket.
At any supermarket?
It's usually around the condiments and things like that, like stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So when we're making ramen, we want to wait till the water boils. If you cover the water with a lid, it will boil much faster.
But don't leave the lid on because then it'll go off all over. See, what happens when we cover it is all that steam that's normally escaping and is really hot, that stays there next to the water and makes that hotter and hotter. We don't lose any of that. Alex says that he definitely eats the ramen. Indiana Jones, Bianca.
Alex said he loves anchovy sauce.
Yep. He's still down with that. I'm going to go ahead and start some more water for that.
So next in our pantry, we found spaghetti. Spaghetti is like, I want to say 89 cents. If you get organic spaghetti, it might be $1 more.
If you make it yourself, it's even cheaper.
We should have a spaghetti
You've
segment.
got a big pot.
Yes, I have a big pot. Well, not.
Although I don't recommend making it yourself because it's a lot of work. Yeah. I do it on occasion, a rare occasion. If you're gonna make your own pasta, don't go with spaghetti. Make something fancy.
Like
Like
what?
some ravioli
Oh.
or some spaghetti.
Ravioli.
Or the one I never remember
Give
the
me
name
the
of. It's little
formioli.
tiny braids and circles. It's really difficult to make. It takes forever.
So I'm just seeing what Chef Phil
Oh, yeah.
found in his kitchen. So this is my kitchen, so he brought some stuff over. Fermented hot chili paste. I have some of this in my fridge too.
Oh, this stuff
But not
is
the exact.
great. We don't have any Oreos, Caitlin.
Oreos. I have garlic chili paste sauce.
Oh yeah, like from the Sriracha people.
Yeah.
This is a classic Korean thing, the gochujang. If you get like Korean barbecue hot wings, this is what they put it in with some other stuff. This is a huge flavor thing. It's spicy, so you don't use a whole lot because it can get really hot. But mostly it's that soybean paste that gives you this big depth of flavor and rounds things out. A lot of what we're doing in any cooking, but particularly when we're moving the cheap ingredients and making them fancy, is to get that umami, that big round flavor.
So do you have to salt water for ramen?
Not normally, but we will.
All right, so I'm going to now add salt to both pans of water.
Let's see. Now, that one is a pan, and that one is a pot. The difference between a pan and a pot is that a pan has a long handle that goes out, and pots either have no handles or they have the round handles. If it's got a stick, it's a pan. That's why you have a saucepan, which is just like a little tiny pot, but it's still deep like that. And we got another chitty chat.
Oh, it was Liz's favorite soup back in the day. Oh, George has his hand raised. What's up, Georgie?
There is some wordplay I want to throw out to you.
Yes, please.
There's a difference between a nap and a pan. A pan is used for baking food and putting things onto, and a nap is when you just don't do a thing at all and lay in bed. Whereas a pot and a top is something that you twirl around, and it's a toy. A pot is what Phil said, a thing that thing that has no handles. There you go.
All right, George, you got it going on.
George, that was funny.
All right, so those are going to take a couple of minutes. We will still need that water. Okay. Let's see, what else what can we throw together that we're going to do into our ramen? Have you a small bowl that we can prep our stuff in?
Absolutely. A small bowl such as this?
That'd be a perfect bowl. That's me. We got some frozen peas here. Frozen peas, cheap. We'll take just a little bit of them. Couple of big pinches.
Oh, he sounds like me. It's not measuring anything.
I don't measure much when I cook. You got to measure when you bake. Remember, this is just a single serving here. Now, if you put enough stuff in it, it'll be more. About that many peas. Wipe the pea off my hand. Nah. Did you not even get that joke?
Oh no,
right
did he just
over.
say a
Oh.
pea joke? Oh God. I was hoping he wouldn't.
And then we got some frozen corn.
Frozen corn. Frozen corn. Gonna make a song about frozen corn. But I can't say the word that rhymes with corn. So I'm gonna keep
Morn?
clapping.
You
'Cause
can't
we're
say
gonna
morn?
mourn over corn that's gonna die in the sauce to fill up.
I was thinking we were going to go with morn as in the morning.
Oh, like early in the morning?
Yeah.
Shit, I went really
Get up in the morn.
I went deep.
You're going to have ourselves some frozen corn.
Oh, you guys.
All right. So about the same amount right there of the corn. We'll set that aside. Oh, hey.
A
we got this
carrot.
Carrot.
Does
All right.
everyone have a carrot in their fridge? Like most likely. Do
Or in
you
your-
guys, do you guys eat carrots? George has a carrot.
Or in your root cellar. You might have a carrot in your root cellar.
What's a root cellar, Phil?
Root cellar is typically underneath, but you can just make it out of like a wooden box, and you just set that someplace dry and cool, and that wood around it or down in the cellar, the earth around it, will help pull away the moisture for this, and these things will last for months.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
No, do I look like the sort of, yes, I do look like the sort of person who would own a root cellar, but
You
no,
absolutely
I
do.
don't happen to. Cousin Poe.
Your glasses say root cellar owner.
Have you
The peeler?
thingy? Yeah. I didn't bring my knife bag, so I don't have my own peeler.
Da-da-da-da.
Well, I can use a Y. You don't really need to peel this because we're going to go ahead and throw it in water, but yeah, it's old and dirty.
What's the black stuff on there?
That is the bag and all the dirt that was on it.
So you can just peel dirt off of the carrot. That's really cool.
You still wash it afterward. You might not need to, but I do.
I miss our commentator, Gina. I hope she's having a
She's probably having a wonderful day.
wonderful stress-free day.
Stress-free day.
Absolutely.
Sitting back, having a nice coffee in the morning.
Are you guys having a coffee right now? I see Harrison County's doing some art stuff that looks lovely.
Whack off the ends.
He's whacking off the ends. I can hold the.
So we can see.
Yeah. I'm going to be the camera guy.
Okay, so we're going to go pretty small on this. We're just going to take off this tip because we don't need tons, and we'll save this for something, the big part, for something else. I'm going to go ahead and split it down the center very carefully so I don't cut no fingers.
Oh,
Oh, that didn't work well at all.
our knives aren't very sharp.
Okay, well, that's nice and flat, so that makes it much safer to be able to do. That sounds back there like we need to pull off the lids.
Woo! Pull them off! Well, not the front one, I don't think.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's fine.
Okay, so we're going to take a pause and we're going to start that ramen hitting away. It only needs a few minutes. To do the ramen, take the packet, pull it open. And you get this flavor packet here. You take this flavor packet and you throw it directly in the garbage. This is awful for you. Doesn't taste that good. It's filled with salt and will probably kill us all.
It won't kill us, you guys, but it is awful.
It's awful. So we got our ramen. Do you have a preferred way to prepare your noodles size-wise?
No, I just
Okay.
throw the squares in.
So I don't throw the whole thing in. I take it, I find it's got the bendy half and it's got the open half. I grab the open half and just pull that apart until it breaks there. That's a
Wow.
much more manageable bite when I'm grabbing my chopsticks and shoving this in my face.
I have friends that eat it just out of the packet. Rose.
We will just slip those in there.
Does anyone eat ramen like they're just chips? Good. I'm glad. And everyone's saying no.
Apparently it's nice.
Okay, so we're coming back to the carrots.
Yeah. So I got that, and we're gonna make these really small. They're gonna be about the same size as our frozen peas and corn. Ish.
Frozen peas and corn. Frozen peas and corn. Oh, Mara said it's coffee time. Has Chef Phil ever done voiceovers? He would be so good with that. Have you ever done voiceovers, Chef Phil?
Oh, I can't even get my voice over the step. No.
Oh.
I'm not. Nobody pays me to be this ridiculous. Except PALS.
Chef Phil, will you show them your real voice?
How can I show them a voice?
Isn't that amazing? You guys, look how deep his actual real voice is.
Yes, my natural speaking voice is like this, but it creeps people out because I'm tiny and it sounds like this. So I normally talk a lot faster and a lot higher. People relax with that.
That's ridiculous.
All right. So we'll put our carrots in there.
I don't think people judge you, Chef Phil.
The human condition is to judge. I'm going to give this peeler a rinse.
Good thing
here.
we're not humans, we're aliens.
And we're going to go ahead and throw that spaghetti in as well. Open your spaghetti. So, dried spaghetti, about 8 to 10 minutes.
Frozen
In
peas and
boiling.
corn. Frozen peas and corn.
If you're using fresh spaghetti because you made it yourself, it's only going to take about 3 minutes to do. But again, if you're making your own pasta, don't bother with spaghetti. If you are, as we've discovered, both Bianca and I are an old photographer and you still use film and you have a 35mm film canister, if you fill that with spaghetti, that is a big one-person portion. So that's handy.
Huh.
This is a lot less than that because, we're making a bunch of stuff. Do you have one of the pasta fork things?
No.
Okay. You gotta know the
Oh,
little,
wait.
pasta fork thing. Looks like this. Everybody remember them? Seen them someplace? Or you guys use tongs?
Pasta fork thing. Looking for a pasta fork thing.
Anyway, if you got one of those,
I can't find
they're
it.
usually plastic. They have 2 holes in the back of them, a bigger one and a smaller one. The bigger one is a big portion of spaghetti, and the smaller one is a one-person portion, just reasonable. So you can use those holes to size how much you get instead of guessing like I am right now. All right. Some people like to snap their spaghetti. I think that's ridiculous. I do it with my ramen, clearly, but not bad. So you just set it. Put it nice in place. And as that starts to soften, we'll be able to move that in. And we will bring down the temperature to just over medium.
Who here uses the stove at home? Raise your hand. Or comment. You guys all use the stove? That's awesome.
But what do you use it for?
Who doesn't use the stove? George. So George, why don't you use the stove?
Well, I might have used it before. I have to go to the dentist, actually.
Oh, right now?
Yep.
Oh, I was talking in general, but bye, George. Have fun at the dentist.
Hi, Bianco.
Take our teeth out.
Oh, thanks for scaring George like that, Chef Phil. Gila
Sometimes they're sneaky.
uses the stove. Gila, what do you make on the stove? Are you gonna unmute yourself?
While we're doing that, I'm going to take these vegetables that we prepared and throw them in the ramen.
I think that.
You what?
I think that.
Mm.
I can't see my face. That's why. Oh, Bill, I can't.
Oh my
you're
gosh,
definitely
I
dead.
can.
You definitely can.
I'm muting you, Gila. All right, Caitlin, what do you make on the stove?
I make pasta
Mm-hmm.
and we make cake in the stove.
Oh, in the oven.
Yeah.
That's
Tonight we're having pork chops tonight.
Ooh.
I do love a pork chop. I got some spinach here. I'm gonna give her a rinse.
Give that spinach a rinse. Is anyone a vegetarian on here? Nope.
Nope, nobody's evolved enough.
Okay, let's see what Alex J has to say. What's up, Alex?
Me and Ryan, where we do on the stuff, we cook some stuff like spaghetti, like noodles that you guys made, noodles.
Oh,
Everybody like the noodles.
Pescetti. That's really cute, Alex.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for calling attention to it, Bianca.
Sorry, it's just adorable. It was adorable.
Bloody adorable.
Oh,
Bloody
you're
adorable.
so cute. Oh,
So,
you guys,
yeah.
I think we're losing our minds over here. Oh, Harrison Admin.
As if we had.
Harrison County. Hold on, I have to unmute you, honey. Hold on. Do you see the unmute button?
All right, while we're doing that, I'm going to take these stems, just give them a whack. Nobody wants those tough stems sitting in their ramen. Soy sauce?
Soy
have any?
sauce. No.
Okay, so we don't have soy sauce. Generally, we throw that in ramen.
Man,
But
I
we don't need it.
usually have soy sauce, but I did not bring it. Do you guys have soy sauce you can send to us? Caitlin has soy sauce for us. You know, it'd be cool, you guys, if you could hold stuff up and then I can grab it.
All right, so we've got our ramen in our bowl.
Oh, Harrison County wants to say something.
Go
What
for
about
it.
a roast?
A roast?
Yeah, yeah.
You've cooked a roast before?
Yeah, I used to cook a roast with potatoes, carrots, carrots. Roast.
Wow.
Yeah, with carrots, potatoes, celery,
I think Phil loves
onions.
roast.
I really enjoy making a roast. One of the really nice things about roast is it's just simple food. You just in there. You can go with really cheap stuff and stuff that isn't great. Your celery's starting to wilt a little bit. You throw that in the roasting pan. It's fine. You just do that for the aromatics.
Boom.
Sieve, strainer, colander.
Sieve, strainer, calendar. Hold on. I have a calendar. Now Phil's gonna dance for you guys.
I was gonna sing Calendar Girl, but
Right there. Grab this strainer.
you guys know the Neil Sedaka song Calendar Girl. It's weird, like he mentions a month and then says something about how the girl he likes represents that month. And at one point, he says, March, you're the Easter bunny when you smile. So apparently, when she smiles, she sits around and goes, like a bunny. I don't think that's very polite to say to somebody.
That is not.
All right, so we've got this very hot steaming collection of noodles and vegetables.
Ooh,
We're gonna
smells delicious.
Dump that right into the bowl.
Frozen peas and corn.
Somehow.
You guys are gonna have that song stuck in my head all day. Okay, Liz said her dad uses tomato paste because he makes white rice and gyro meat and vegetables.
Tomato paste is huge. You can do tons of things with tomato paste. Just like the anchovy paste, just like the gochujang, it gives you that big round umami. Plus, it tastes like tomatoes.
Hmm.
There's a touch of sweetness. All right, we're going to start that boiling again for later. See how those are going? It's only a few minutes. Okay, and back over to our ramen.
And back.
Ooh, the spinach. We're just gonna lay that in there. If you'd like, you can take, oh, perfect. And we're just going to stir the spinach in so it just starts to wilt with that heat and steam. And try not to throw it all
Phil
over the
just
place.
didn't throw it everywhere.
Tough to get this stuff well mixed up.
It smells
Likes to
good.
separate. And then we're going to take, let's go with the garlic. I like garlic. We're going to take this garlic chili paste.
And you only use a bit, loves.
Just
Only a tad.
with this lovely scallop spoon.
I heard that's for fancy sauces, but I like to use it.
It's a pretty fancy
It's
sauce.
pretty
yeah.
fancy sauce.
We'll dump that in there. That's really all we need. We can.
We're fancy people.
Have you any ginger?
Oh my gosh, I do have ginger. Because you know why? I will tell you why. Everyone should always have ginger in their fridge. This ginger right here, this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a crazy root. If you have this in your fridge, you can add it to so many things. And also you can make ginger tea. Ginger tea helps your immune system. All you have to do is chop it up, put it in boiling water, add honey, let it boil, and then you have tea. It's the most delicious ever.
So we're going to take our spoon. We're going to get in here. This might not work on this. I'm going to go ahead and use the knife for this.
Or the peeler.
No.
Oh, I think my back hurts too, Phil.
See, told you.
Phil and I have been moving stuff, so our backs hurt.
Just take a tiny bit, and instead of using a peeler to peel ginger, the easiest way to peel ginger is with a spoon.
Really?
Yeah, just slides right off.
So ginger's good for, we're also making a meal that's good for your immune system, that's healthy, that will fill you up.
Many antioxidants.
Antioxidants.
See, the tough part of peeling ginger with a peeler is that it's so weird and bumpy. But we can just scrape off the peel there. Scrape that out of the way. And then we'll take our knife and, really small. You do not want, ginger's quite hot in flavor. You do not want a ton of that in your face. But it'll balance really well with that garlic and the chili.
Has anyone ever had ginger before? Maybe with their sushi or ginger snap cookies? Caitlin has had ginger snap cookies. No one has had ginger with sushi?
You can also just take the spoon and scrape the ginger itself right in, which makes it very small.
Wow. Maybe I'll make us a cup of ginger tea to relax.
We can never relax. It's time to cook. All right, so I'm gonna slide those aside. Let me use the spoon since we've got that paste in there. Get that around. Stop sniffing your pits on air.
I wasn't. You guys, I think I left my laundry too long in the washer. Does that ever happen to you guys? Smells bad.
So how do we correct that?
Anyone know? How, Professor Phil?
Well, we can just run without soap.
Water?
Just water and like a cap full of vinegar. Vinegar kills any kinds of smell. If someone's been sitting in your den and has a great big cigar, you just leave a small saucer of vinegar in that room and close the doors. The smell will be gone in about 6 hours.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Vinegar, it's brilliant stuff.
Wow, Phil. Where were you all the years of me needing to have that knowledge?
Get rid of your cigar smell.
Yeah, get rid of my laundry smell.
Okay.
Does it smell like vinegar though afterward?
No, it goes right away.
Brilliant.
So here's our ramen. If you really want to go fancy, you can soft boil an egg or soft fry. So it's still nice runny yolk and just slide that in on top of it. We're not going to do that because we got some other fun things to do with eggs.
Can I taste this?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where your chopsticks are.
I have special chopsticks. I don't know if many of you know this about me, but I love Japanese culture. If you go to AOTL, you know this about me. And I have Hello Kitty chopsticks, a whole set.
Oh, boy,
Hello Kitty's the best.
Oh, I'll need to grab it.
Mara knows. Thanks, Mara, for saying that. All right, you guys, I'm going to try Chef Phil's fancy ramen.
I'm going to test the spaghetti.
How then do we test spaghetti? Some people will say the throw against a brick wall. Has something missing.
Oh, Jonah.
It's going like the thing's going like wacko.
So what?
The voice thing was going like staticky.
Oh, static.
It's better now. Yeah.
Okay. So you can throw this against a brick wall and it will stick. You can also check if your clothes are real silk by doing the same thing. Silk will stick to brick. But the way to test spaghetti is to put it in your mouth. If that's the way you want to eat it, then it's done. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wait, so what's up? We were staticky. What's happening?
Yeah, all of a sudden the audio went to like white noise blaring through the speakers, and that's why you saw everybody jump. You know, it wasn't just because it looked like Chef Phil's ramen was spicy. It was because we all were kind of taken aback.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, you
It's
guys.
probably the man trying to stop the transmission. Don't let it happen. Freedom of the airwaves.
Don't let the man run, you guys. Chef Phil. Thanks, Chef Phil. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stop eating this.
Point me to bowl.
A bowl. Right here. My bowl cabinet.
I was waiting for your bowl to bring all the boys to the yard at this point.
Oh, no. Oh, Phil.
Okay, so
Caitlin had something to say.
Juice has got salt in them.
what does what?
My moon has a lot of salt in it. Packet.
Oh, yeah.
I try and skip packets.
Don't do salt packets. Just try and skip any kind of packet. That's
You wanna
what
skip
we're
any
teaching
packet.
here today. Don't use the packets, you guys. We got you.
Similarly, we could just take this and pour some ragu or prego right out of the yard.
Something blue is in it.
Thing. A sponge. I don't own blue sponge.
I made pesto the other night.
You did make pesto.
I
So we
did.
could just use the pesto.
Phil, are we with each other too much? All
You
right.
told me this yesterday.
Okay, good. Because I was like, were you there? Oh, I can't separate my time from work and home, you guys. All right. I made pesto. My grandparents gave me basil. And all I did was I put basil in my little food processor. And I put fresh grated Parmesan cheese, olive oil, a little bit of garlic. Some people like to put nuts in theirs.
That is because if it does not contain a green herb, a green leafy herb, and some sort of nut, generally pine nuts and basil, it is not technically basil or pesto. That's what pesto means, is green leafy herb with nuts.
Oh crap, well I don't have nuts.
So we've got a basil sauce. Basil and oil.
And the basil. All right. I'm excited to see. This is my first time making this. Caitlin.
Because you own nuts.
Hey! You meant Bianca, right? Not me.
Well, both of you guys are.
Oh.
Thanks, Kate. All
All right, you want to throw that in there?
Yeah.
And then we've got these nice fresh tomatoes. So we're going to throw a little tomato in there as well. We're going to wait on the tomato because the pesto has been sitting in the fridge. So it's starting to cling together. That fat, which is olive oil, will start to congeal and solidify. So we want that softened. So we'll put it right in that hot pasta. We stir that around and that'll ease out.
Ease out.
And we may add a little more olive oil as well. we'll have to see how this goes.
Gosh, it smells so good. I wish you guys could smell through the computer.
Hey, producer, why don't we have smell-o-vision?
Yeah, what the heck?
And we're gonna need a little liquid.
We're gonna need maybe like a knife.
That is why your knives are dull.
No, those are my knives.
Never drag the sharp blade of your knife on anything metal or glass. People have those glass cutting boards. You throw out the glass cutting boards and destroy your
It's
knives.
because the knives are cheap. Don't buy cheap knives, okay, you guys? Save up your money and
That's a
buy
fair
good
point, too.
knives.
I have some options. I'm not doing any product placement here, but if you want cheap-ish knives that are really good and hold up, I've got some options for you.
Okay.
We coming in?
Yeah, but we may have to actually.
I think that's going well because we don't want it really liquidy.
Right.
And these tomatoes here will give plenty of water.
Okay.
So we're just gonna, we've coated with our
amazing.
not actually pesto.
You guys see this?
We're gonna throw in the little things.
We literally made this with like $5.
And it's really fancy because we've got the white of the spaghetti and we've got the green pesto thing and we've got the red tomato. So
Italian
we're traditionally Italian. That's the flag.
All my Italians, where you at? I know you love this stuff. Here you go.
If you want the special national dish, here it is. Right? All right, let me wipe off this cutting board some and put that back. What are we doing that we can start? Okay, well that's good. Did you give this a stir? We got a few minutes.
Oh, we're gonna stir that up. Okay.
Yeah, throw that in. You want tomatoes in every bite, eh?
Okay, I know I
It's
said.
me, Felipe.
I know that I said that you're good at accents, but maybe not the Italian one.
That is not a good accent for me. It's my worst one. We got some capers here. We can throw some capers in there.
That's the spicy meatball.
That'll give it a sharpness. They're brine. There's a
What are
vinegar
capers,
salty.
Phil?
They're kind of like peppercorns when they're still immature before they dry, and we make pepper out of them.
They're like, I like to think of them as like tiny little olives. Greeks really like capers. All right, we have 5 comments. Wait, oh no, no.
Wash my hands here because it's real tough to get into a caper jar.
Will this dish keep as leftovers, and for how long? That's a great question, Mara. Honestly, pasta keeps for a pretty long time, but it depends on if you. What I like to do is I like to make my sauce and then have my pasta separate. So you can keep remaking your sauce and then adding your pasta. The thing of this is if you were to put this in the fridge and eat it like 3 days later, all the oil and the cheese would just be like at the bottom or like crusty. It wouldn't be that good.
And when we let the pasta itself sit, it'll start to dry back out and won't be very pleasant. And then it gets rubbery and not good. What you can do if you have plain pasta and you just made way too much, again, like Bianca said, make your sauce and your pasta separate. But if you've still got a whole bunch of pasta afterward, you put it in your covered locking dish, like Tupperware or whatever brand. There are many brands available. And you take a little bit of olive oil, just drizzle it over there, close the lid, shake it up. So we cover all that pasta with olive oil.
I've seen some people keep it in a Ziploc bag.
No. So we want as much air out as possible. So the Ziploc bag's really handy there. And then we want that oil to coat it so we don't get a bunch of oxygen into the pasta itself. Then when we reheat it, do not reheat your pasta in the microwave. We want that separate from the sauce so we can just throw the cold pasta right in our colander and just run extremely hot water over it and let that hot water, while we toss it in the colander, that will heat our pasta back up. And it's still just the way we made it, that al dente. It's got a bite to it, some tooth, but it's not real soft and it's not like glue that falls apart.
That's so smart.
All right. So we've got this. We've got this. Ooh, 2 pasta dishes. Who knew? Noodling it up. That's using your noodle. I wish George hadn't gone to the dentist. He would have loved that joke.
You guys, Bill's trying to have like a dad joke segment. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not a father. Caitlin, you got something here. Yes,
Are
Caitlin.
you Luigi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Luigi.
Look how thin I am. Of course.
Oh my god!
I don't know where my Mario is there. Alex, you want to jump in? I move over to you. What you got, man?
So you guys are funny.
We're just here to keep you entertained.
We're here for you guys.
He said we're funny. He didn't say we're cute, though.
I say we're pretty cute.
We're adorable. No,
I'm hungry.
jump over to Gilligan.
All right, I'm serving myself
Yes,
some
Gayla?
pasta, you guys. She needs to
Did you get the
unmute
button?
her. Yeah.
I have all stuff for my all now. No. I have my all 5 for you.
Mm-hmm.
What kind would it be?
It's pesto.
What kind will the all for you?
What kind of the pasta?
Yeah.
Those just like oil and basil and usually pine nuts. But basil's the big thing.
I made
Added some cheese in there.
we had made it last night, so
Yeah? Did that go all right for you?
I really love out. I got something. I have my oak stuff, my safe. I will show you my safe on it. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, fill it.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Show us everything. We're going to run away for a bit and clean out some of this area and eat this stuff. And we'll be right back and show you yet more stuff. So we'll just kick it on over to continuity.
Yeah, I know. Bill, I love you.
Let me do it.
I love having you on here, Gila. Great start to that segment. Bill and Chef B make a better team than they do competitors. So I like the team. It's a lot of fun. Can't wait to finish it out. So come back and join us here in a little while. We'll finish out the segment live from Columbus.